I'm going to stay in the storm. You're going to run security.
I
I'm
can,
going to stay in the storm. You
right.
follow what I'm saying?
Yes.
In other words, that storm is going to transform my life. And I know that. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to learn something. When
Right.
you make a decision that you ain't going to back down, I'm sitting over there, they ready to put me out in the streets. I ain't got nowhere to go. I'm trying to figure out how to get my toes get cold. I'm trying to figure out how to keep my toes from getting cold.
Right. Right.
So I go live on the bridge. But when you make a decision that you ain't gonna turn around, something gotta happen. When you say I'm here, I ain't gonna go back.
So what you're saying is it's your mindset.
It's your mindset. It's your mindset. I'm sitting there, that woman called me, Mr. Haynes, you 7 months behind. I said, yeah. What do you plan on doing? I said, I'm not planning on doing anything. I don't have the money. She said, I tell you what, don't you worry about it. You just start paying. You see, it's your mindset.
Right.
I needed some money. I went out to the guy's office. It was hard for me to ask a stranger for money. I got back to my office, I called him. You see, it's asked, what did the Bible say? Ask. I just asked everybody. See, most of us don't have confidence in ourselves
Okay.
or the
Okay.
knowledge.
So now, how does one get confidence from your
I
perspective?
think, here's the thing. You got to be willing to fail.
Okay.
That's the first thing. You got to be willing to fall on your ass and then get back up.
Right.
Most of us fall but don't get back up.
I got you.
You see, when I was broke, I had to make a decision, do I go get a job or do I stay in my pain, which is no utilities? Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
That's what I had to make a decision.
Right.
So I had to make a decision to stay to whatever it was, wherever it's gonna lay, where it's gonna fall. I had to stay. When you make up in your mind you're gonna stay, there's a transformation take place in your mind. And then what you want will eventually come.
So
But if you
now
make it,
you said something very important. So in other words, it sounds like tough love is what people need.
yeah,
So now, but in our country today, we have a lot of, people going on social services and things like that, which takes away
yeah,
independence.
right. Let me address that to you. If you give me a stimulus check, okay,
Yes.
I'm going to invest it in something. I'm going to
Oh,
flip a
yeah.
piece of real estate.
Right.
Okay,
Right.
see, that's my thinking.
Right.
But let's just share. If you wait on it, you're not going to do anything. In other words, you're not going to make the decision that I'm going to make. When I was broke, my thing was how I'm going to make money. Okay, even though my car was old and they about to put me out, my thing was how can I make the money. In other words, so if you gave me the check and that's all you did for me, I'm going to be broke because my mindset is that way. You see,
Right.
your mentality is screwed.
In other words, if you're a consumer, if you have a consumer mentality, you will
Right.
always be broke.
You see, in other words, no matter how much to give, you see, here's what white folk do for y'all. This is what white folk do for y'all. Now, some people like me said y'all, but anyway, they give you the money to make you feel good. Okay.
Yeah.
But it does not transform your life or your mind. Okay.
Right.
So if you give me the money, I know how I'm going to spend it. I know how I'm going to take $200 and flip a piece of real estate. I know I'm going to do something with it.
Right. Right.
But you'll get it. You go buy groceries, something else like that. Well, hell, I had to eat. I spent a whole week. It's ice 8 inches on the ground out here. I spent a whole week in a house and no heat and no utilities, eating cold beans. I can't have them right now. Out of a can, a loaf of bread.
Okay.
Ice on the ground. I had to get dressed to go to bed like in Mississippi. And I had to put on me some
Right.
jeans and everything else.
Right.
I said, damn, I'm back in Mississippi all over again.
Right. So you never left home.
I said, damn. But my mindset, if I could stay in this situation until it changed, I'm gonna be all right. And that tells me that every time I'm in a hole, I can come out of it again. But if you deliver me, I can't do it.
It's like you ever watch a bee?
The what?
A bee.
Yeah. Right.
How they come through the screen? There's a hole in your screen, right?
Right.
And they come in, right?
Right.
and they come in and they start flying around, but they can't remember how they came in to get out.
Right. Right.
But when they do get out, it's no big deal. But in the meantime, we're like bees just running around in circles, not
Right.
knowing how to get out
Right.
where we came in.
Right. So you give me some money, $2,000,
Yes.
but my mind ain't changed.
Oh, right.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
See, when I learned the business from my dad, and I charged that man $600 some dollars when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
knew something was different. So when I walked on that job site, that white man could not address me by my first name because he said something different about that nigger. I don't know what it is, but there is something different.
Right. Right. Because the way you
And
carry.
then I got to address him in that way.
Right. Right. Exactly.
Of all the people he had 200 some people. But he said, that young man, I got mad. When I get mad, I don't care who you are. Which is often pointing my finger at. Black folks didn't point their finger at white folk back in those days. I said, come here. I said, come here. His secretary looked at me and she said, something, something, something wrong with him. Come up in your office and point his finger at you. I didn't know there was a difference. Because my dad always told them,